the adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. Starring that jet-age aerial ace, Rocket J. Squirrel. And his pal, Bullwinkle the Moose.
Hi, glad to see you again.
Likewise.
We got some great things on the show today.
Like what? Like what?
Well, you ought to know, Bullwinkle. You're in some of them.
Well, let's get started.
Well, it seems the Kerwood Derby is probably the most wanted hat that ever was. First of all, Rocky and Bullwinkle want it.
We want it so we can help our country.
Fearless Leader wants it.
I want it so I can rule the world.
Boris wants it.
I want it so I can rule Fearless Leader.
And the Moon Men, Gidney and Cloyd want it.
We want it 'cause it's ours.
Yours?
And while our friends listened open-mouthed, and Boris listened gnashing his teeth, and Fearless Leader listened patting his machine gun, the Moon Men told their loony story.
That's Lunar story.
Sorry, the light's bad. It seems that on the moon there was once a very stupid, ignorant prince named Nosmo.
Not me, you idiot. Him.
Daddy, play hide and go seek with me.
All right, Nosmo. I'll hide and you count to 5.
I always get the hard part. 1, 2, right here's what gets tough. 2.
I've got to do something, Lyndon.
Why not call for the wizard?
Good idea. Oh, Mr. Kerwood.
Sorry to be late. The lights was against me.
Oh, wizard, you must do something about my son.
It's a little late now, isn't it?
Hmm?
I mean, he's kind of big to get rid of now. People would talk.
No. I just want Nosmo to be a good ruler.
Oh, why don't you say so? I just say the magic word, Menominee, Michigan, and there you are. He's a good ruler.
Not that kind of a ruler.
Oh.
Put him back.
He makes more sense this way.
Come on.
Oh, very well. Sacramento, California.
3,
Try 4.
gee, thanks. 4, 2, 3,
Mr. Kerwood, I want you to make Nosmo intelligent.
You must be joking.
No. He's going to be king someday. He must be smart. Why don't you make him a magic crown or something?
Sorry, I can't help you.
Guards!
But I'll try.
Good.
But it's going to take a lot out of me.
And so the wizard worked day and night readying his magic spell, designing the crown, preparing the magical elements until finally late one night...
10 seconds to midnight. 9, 8...
Will it work, Mr. Kerwood?
It's better. 7, 6, 5...
That's the number proper, 5. Now let's play hide and go seek.
Keep away from the table, Nosmo.
2, 1...
Well, when the smoke cleared away, everybody seemed unharmed except Mr. Kerwood, who said...
I told you this was going to take a lot out of me.
But instead of a crown, on the table was the Kerwood Derby.
Not much for looks, is it?
No, but put it on anyway, Nosmo.
All right.
Now, can you count up to 5?
Of course, Peter. But I'd rather discuss electron distribution and spectrohelic magnetic field.
Kerwood, you did it! He's smart.
Yeah.
Name your price. You can have anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Okay. You know where I can get some lifts for these shoes?
And so King Nosmo has worn the Kerwood Derby ever since.
Yeah, but what's it doing down here?
King Nosmo lent it to us to make our first trip here.
And Cloyd forgot it.
I left it under a theater seat in St. Louis.
How come?
We were watching an out-of-town tryout.
It was so bad.
We had to leave quickly. Well, it's finders keepers, I always say. Right, boys? All together, right.
But our heroes remained silent.
What's the matter? You don't believe in togetherness?
No, 'cause it's really their hat.
Details, always details. Now, let's go in and see the president.
But as Rocky reached for the doorknob, Fearless Leader reached for the trigger. Oh, don't miss our next episode, Flying Bullets or a Cartridge in a Pear Tree.
Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
But that trick never worked.
This time for sure. Presto! Well, I'm getting close.
And now it's time for another special feature.
Back in the days when everyone was on the Snow White kick, scallywags and roustabouts had an easy time of it.
Your money or your life?
Oh, that's easy. You can take my wife.
Not your wife, your life.
It's funnier my way, but take my purse.
Statistics showed that crime was rampant, especially in a tiny kingdom known as Easy Pickens. The people there used to set their watches by the number of robberies that occurred.
What time do you have?
Let me see. The blacksmith is being held up, so it must be 11:15.
This might have gone on indefinitely had it not been for the arrival of a jolly gentleman on a black donkey whose name was Mule.
Mule.
His name was Schuyler Sugg, and his hobby was preventing crime.
Your money or your wife?
Lady appeared as if by magic, and the robber was thwarted. What's more, Mr. Sugg spent the next 7 days in wielding his shillelagh in the cause of justice.
Citizens of Easy Pickens, we owe a great deal to Schuyler Sugg.
It comes to $43.12.
He has not only cleaned out the town, but he's cleaned out the town treasury.
Sugg opened a tiny but adequate detective agency and proceeded to solve any and all mysteries.
I lost my pet cow, Mr. Sugg.
You'll find him inside the counter at the butcher's store at 89 cents a pound. He's on special, too.
Somebody's been stealing eggs from our chicken house, Mr. Sugg. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you eating your breakfast.
Be with you as soon as I finish these coddled eggs.
And there's no doubt of it, fellow villagers. Schuyler Sugg is our man of the year.
Yay! I don't know what to say, Mr. Mayor. Yay!
That's when the trouble started. It was one of the coldest winters on record. And a massive fog bank sprang up out of the lower valleys and blanketed the area. It didn't stay very long, but it left behind something. For there, in the middle of a once vacant meadow, stood a black castle.
Must be one of those prefab jobs.
It was then he noticed that not a door or a window was to be seen.
You in there! Lower the drawbridge!
No answer. Just the cold, clammy wind whistling through the turrets.
Better send a wire to Alfred Hitchcock.
The news spread through the town like wildfire, and by noon, everyone was standing before the huge castle.
It's black magic, that's what it is.
Nonsense, Mr. Mayor. Here, boys, take these torches and set fire to the place.
But suppose there's a witch in there.
We'll smoke her out.
Under Sugg's direction, the villagers set the castle on fire. Or at least they tried to.
The castle won't burn, Mr. Sugg.
What do you mean it won't burn? You can smell the smoke.
But the smoke was coming from a nearby forest.
Why, it's supernatural, that's what it is. We set the castle on fire and the forest burns up.
Poppycock and Balderdash and all those other reindeer.
The others were too frightened to move. Not Schuyler Sugg, though. He carried a huge sack of gunpowder to the edge of the moat, lit a fuse, and then swung the sack around and around and finally flung it high over the castle wall.
Watch. Any second now. Boom!
They watched in breathless silence, waiting for the blast. And they got what they were waiting for. Unfortunately, it wasn't the castle that blew up. It was half the village. Sugg was in for a fight.
Boy, we better keep an eye on this castle.
You'd better get some sleep, Schuyler. You've got an awful lot of work to do tomorrow.
I have got an awful lot of work to do right now.
Extracting a magnifying glass from his pocket, Schuyler left the warm fire to probe the back side of the castle.
I'll take over while you're sleuthing.
Nothing happened for about 10 or 15 minutes. Then, suddenly, the drawbridge of the castle slowly came down.
What'll we do, Mr. Mayor?
Only one thing to do. We've got to go inside.
Brave words indeed. Thus the mayor, in fact, the remainder of the village, went slowly across the drawbridge and into the Black Castle. No sooner did they enter than the drawbridge mysteriously went up, sealing one and all inside. Dawn was late in coming, and so was Schuyler Sugg, who had gotten lost in the pitch darkness and spent most of the night home in bed.
Good morning,
A chill ran through him. There was no one left.
They were such wonderful folks. They were always trying to do something for me.
His hair, what was left of it, stood on end, as once more the drawbridge came down. Would he be able to summon enough courage to go in alone and uncover the secret?
Heavens, no! I am not going in there!
Oh, go on, Mr. Sugg. We'll be right behind you. Go ahead now. Open the door.
Surprise! Surprise! Happy birthday, Skylar!
Them's my kind of people. Concern 'em.
And now for the cultural part of our program, we bring you Bullwinkle's Corner with that moose of letters, Bullwinkle.
Hello there. Today's poem is from Mother Moose.
Mother Goose.
Goose? Must be a misprint. Anyways, the poem is Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet.
What's a tuffet? What's a tuffet?
It's what I'm sitting on, eating her curds and whey. Boy, this stuff is terrible. Along come a spider and... You're the spider?
He couldn't make it.
But you ain't scary. You're supposed to scare me.
Okay, fellas, up.
Take two. Along come a spider and sat down beside her and... Ah! A spider! A spider!
Hey!
Oh,
Hey, Miss Muffet, your curds and whey are on your head.
let me tell you something. I'd rather wear them than eat them.
That's a pretty strange-looking painting, Bullwinkle.
I just paint what I see.
Well, what do you see?
This is what I see.
Dudley Durrett of the Royal Canadian Mounties was feeling fit as a fiddle and ready for love.
I'm feeling fit as a fiddle and ready for love, Nell.
You look terrible.
What's that, Nell?
I said you look terrible. Your posture's all slumped, your eyes have lost their sparkle, and your complexion is bad. Frankly, Dudley, you look kind of puny.
Puny? But, Nell, I'm in the best of shape. Otherwise, what would I be doing in the Mounties?
Puny, puny, puny. Here, I'll prove it to you. Let's arm wrestle.
Oh, Nell, that's just being silly. You know you're no match for a Mountie.
Just put your muscle where your mouth is, Dudley.
2 out of 3, Nell?
I saw that, Dudley. I'm not going to have a Mountie of mine lose an arm wrestling contest with a mere slip of a girl.
But, Inspector...
You look terrible. Why, look at that posture. Dudley, you go and build yourself up and don't come back until you learn to stand up straight.
It wasn't just coincidence that prompted Snidley Whiplash to open his Vic Whiplash Gym. It was money. And knowing that Dudley Do-Right wanted to build himself up, who better than Snidley Whiplash could help Dudley Do-Right build himself down?
I'd like to enroll in your gym.
Fine, fine. Now, the swimming pool is over there, bowling alley's over there. We have ice skating rink, golf course, pool hall, bingo room, shooting gallery, race track.
I was thinking of a couple of dumbbells and maybe some sitting-up exercises, you know. Do you have a gym?
Follow me. There.
Where are the dumbbells?
Oh, that's old-fashioned. Nobody uses dumbbells anymore. All exercise is done by machines. Actually, you don't have to do a thing. The machines will do it all.
So Dudley Do-Right took the Vic Whiplash 6-month course, and sure enough, upon completing the course, Dudley had built himself down.
What happened to you, Dudley? You look terrible.
What has happened, Nell, is that I have completed the Vic Whiplash bodybuilding course, and I'm as strong as an ox. Let's arm wrestle.
Dudley, you have been cheated. Snidley Whiplash has not built you up. He has built you down.
Goodbye, Nell. I'm leaving the Mounties. There is no place for a chicken-hearted, puny man.
But what will you do? How will you live?
I guess I'll just have to take a civilian job. Maybe someone has use for a puny man like me.
Good luck, Dudley.
Oh, don't Don't squeeze so hard already. Oh, you did that on purpose, Nell.
So Dudley Do-Right was forced to look for a job. For weeks, he was turned down because...
You're too puny.
Sorry, we don't hire puny people here.
You're so puny. Such a puny.
Then I don't get the job?
I never saw such a puny.
Then all at once, Dudley's luck changed.
Dudley Do-Right, eh? All right, Do-Right, the job's yours. You know our quota, 20 trees a day. Think you can handle it?
Oh, yes, sir.
When Dudley was finally able to get the axe off the ground, he started to work with enthusiasm. And in 4 weeks' time, Dudley's muscles turned to steel. Dudley Do-Right was building himself up.
Timber!
Why, you're strong as an ox.
No, ma'am, I'm puny.
But Dudley didn't realize that he was building himself up. He still thought of himself as puny. Then one day, by mere accident, Dudley happened to run into Nell Fenwick.
Don't touch me, you brute. Just because you have all those muscles, don't think you can have your way with a girl like me. Why, Dudley, is that you?
Yes, Dudley Do-Right, your faithful puny friend.
Look out! It's a runaway horse! Run for your lives!
I know I did the right thing when I left the RCMP, because there's no room for a puny Mountie in the RCMP.
Dudley, you lifted that horse up with one hand. No puny man could do that.
You don't have to put me on. I've learned to live with the fact that I'm puny. Some people are just puny.
Dudley Do-Right, you are not puny.
If I could only believe you, Nell.
Dudley, it is all in your mind. Just keep saying, I am not puny, I am not puny. Then you can get your money back from Snidley Whiplash.
I'm not puny. 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 I'm not puny.
It's good to have you back, Dudley. I can't for the life of me think why I thought you were puny.
It's understandable, sir. It all started when Nell and I were arm wrestling like this. Here, you see, we both gripped hands and...
I saw that, Dudley.
I'm not puny. I'm not puny. I'm not puny.
Last time, you remember, our heroes listened open-mouthed.
With heads to match.
While the Moon Men told them about their king, Nosmo the One-Half. While wearing his crown, which we know as the Kerwood Derby, he was a wise and just ruler.
Of the Moon Men, by the Moon Men, and for the Moon Men.
But without the Derby, he was a dreadful lame brain.
Go on, Your Majesty.
It was a great fight. I'll be right home, Mom.
Unfortunately, Gidney and Cloyd were allowed to wear the hat on their first Earth trip.
And we lost it.
But we found it.
And finders keepers, losers weepers, right?
Right.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Bullwinkle, it's really their hat.
Well, why don't we just ask the president about it? He's just inside.
And he was, only this was the president of the Liquidate Rocky and Bullwinkle Club, fearless leader.
We can't go wrong asking the prez, Rocky.
I guess not. Let's go in.
But as Rocky's hand reached for the doorknob...
The president? Oh, Cloyd, let's us go in first.
First, how?
Simple. We just fade out here and fade in here. Say, you're not the president. I can tell.
But you won't.
And fearless leader swung his weapon toward Gidney and fired. Gidney dropped to the... Now, wait a minute. You're not hurt.
I wasn't hit, that's why.
But somebody fired.
It was me. Fastest scrooch gun in the West.
Yes, fearless leader was now frozen into position and couldn't move a muscle.
Hey, fade out. They're coming in.
And so our heroes entered.
Okay, let them have it.
Let us have what?
Shoot, shoot.
Let us have what, Mr. Backslap?
Well, the 21-gun salute. What else? You fellas are big time, you know.
And now they're not going to do it, huh?
Well, it's part of the economy drive. Those 21-gun salutes cost a pretty penny, you know.
Anybody ever see an ugly penny?
But who's this?
He's the president's special guard.
Boy, he sure is well trained. He doesn't move a muscle.
Not till 10 o'clock, anyway.
Should we tell him now, Gidney?
No use worrying them, Cloyd. Let's just keep an eye on that backslap fellow.
Through here is president's office.
Oh, boy.
Now, when I open the door, you bow real low like this.
Like this?
No, your package is in the way. Here, let me hold it for you.
That's mighty thoughty.
Ready now?
Ready.
And Boris swung the door wide.
Ta-da!
Howdy, Mr. Blue.
And our heroes plummeted downward.
You know, for a president, he's quite a prankster.
Bullwinkle!
Maybe he is a little young for the job.
Bullwinkle, we've been hoodwinked.
Yeah, he sure winks a mean hood, too.
Bullwinkle, the president wasn't even there.
Oh, that's all right, then.
Not quite, for at that moment our heroes plunged into the murky waters of the Potomac River. But meanwhile, in the house above them, Boris was triumphant.
I got it. It's all mine, the Curwood Derby. Natasha, come out wherever you are.
Here I am, darling. I was just hanging up these new cobwebs.
Natasha, I got the Curwood Derby.
Boris, how?
How else? By stealing, lying, cheating, and double-crossing. Like I always say, Natasha.
Yes?
It matters not the final score, but how you played the game.
Oh, put it on, darling.
Do I let him have it now, Gidney?
No, Clyde, not now.
But he's gonna put the Curwood Derby on.
I know.
That'll make that crook the smartest man in the world.
I know.
And you're just letting him do it?
I know.
Gidney, that's downright unmoon.
And we'll find out just how unmoon in our next episode, The Crepe Hangers, or Brighten the Coroner Where You Are.
Well, I guess that about wraps up another Rocky show.
Certainly hope you enjoyed it. I did. I always say.
Bullwinkle, time for us to go.
Already? Okay, but first, here are some of the people who made this show impossible. Get tired. Oop! Got away from me again.
Well, see you next time. Ready, Bullwinkle?